Hi everyone, this is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com, and it's Thursday, September 10th, 2009. It's the first day of the NFL football season. It's kickoff time, and we're going to go over this game, the Tennessee Titans visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. The last time we saw these two teams meet, it was on the field in Tennessee, the end of last season, where Tennessee was nailing down the home field advantage throughout the playoffs and rubbing the salt in the wounds of the Steelers by stomping on terrible towels on their sideline. I'll tell you one thing, Pittsburgh got the best of it in the end by winning the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to get the best of it in the end, in this bitter rivalry. The thing is, it's Thursday Night Football, and it's a night game in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has had some other great sports teams. They have the Stanley Cup champions in hockey. They've had some great Pirate teams, back in the, the Willie Stargell days, and then they also had the Bonds and Bonilla teams. But you know what? Push comes to shove. Pittsburgh is a football town, and they're going to be doing the Pittsburgh polka tonight because I really like the Steelers in this matchup. They're laying 5 points, and this is really why I like them, why I think they cover. Tennessee lost, a big free agent in the offseason. That was Albert Haynesworth. I always think the free agency hurts the team more that loses the player than it helps the team that gains the player. I think that's the case at this time with Haynesworth. Right in the middle of their defensive line, it's a big hole that's basically unfillable because he's the best defensive tackle in the league right now. Who likes to run between the tackles? Fast Willie Parker. You see Willie Parker running down the sidelines. You see Willie Parker, dishing, doing all these fantastic things, these long runs. Well, most of those runs start off between the tackles. It's not like an outside pitch that he turns the corner on. Generally, it starts between the tackles, running right out where Haynesworth would normally be. Willie Parker, a thing about him, most of his big 100-yard games happen in the month of September at the beginning of the season. He has more 100-yard games in September than any other month. So of all those long runs, of all those big games you've ever seen in Willie Parker, the bulk of those have happened in the month of September. He is an extremely fast starter. In fact, only 2 games that he's ever started in September did he not gain 100 yards. How's that for a stat? So, we really like that. And then, the salt being rubbed back in the wound of the other team, the guy who does that the most, the guy who we see do it the most, is Hines Ward. It's a guy who makes play after play. He's a former Super Bowl MVP, yet he still flies under the radar. Why? He's not a big stat guy. We see Heath Miller catching touchdowns, and we see, Santonio Holmes making big plays. But Hines Ward always makes the clutch plays. And then when he gets into the end zone, he's the guy who rubs the salt wound. He's the one that did the little eagle dance, when Terrell Owens was on the Eagles. He's the one that did the Ray Lewis celebration in the end zone. And I think he might be stomping on something tonight against the Titans. I like the Steelers to stomp all over the Titans. I'll tell you what, if they're up in the fourth quarter, I don't look for them to take a knee. I look for them to really pour the salt in the wounds back on the Titans. We're all over the Steelers in this one. This is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out all of our sports picks write-ups in action at SportsChatPlace.com. We've written up all 16 NFL games, free picks, everything free. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the forum.